So let's talk more about Selenium. What is Selenium? Selenium is an open source tool that is used for test automation. It's also licensed under the Apache License 2.0. Selenium is a suite of tools that help in automating only web applications. Also mobile apps, but let's keep this down to web applications, okay? Selenium supports multiple languages. Some examples are Java, Ruby, Python, C#, Perl, and PHP. In this course, we'll be covering Java. The components of Selenium are Selenium Integrated Development Environment, or also known as Selenium IDE, Selenium Remote Control, which is known as Selenium RC, Selenium Webdriver, which is what this course is about, 2.0 of course, and then Selenium Grid, which allows you to test multiple iterations of Selenium at the same time. So let's go give you a brief history of Selenium. The first version of Selenium was IDE. This was only available in Firefox, and what you would do in this case was you would actually record more like a macro and then play back those automated tests, okay? And then you had the Selenium RC component, which was the most famous up until WebDriver. And the problem with this one is it failed to handle rich APIs. It failed to handle newer versions of browsers, such as Firefox and Chrome 13. And it failed to support mobile applications. WebDriver handles all major browsers. It handles Android and iOS. And it talks directly to the browser. What can I test with Selenium? I can test web-based applications, multiple operating systems, such as Windows, Apple, and Linux, and I can test multiple browsers, such as Mozilla, IE6 and above, Chrome, all versions of Chrome, Safari, and Opera 8 and above. What languages does Selenium support? We covered this a minute ago, but Java, C#, Ruby, Python, Perl, and PHP. So, what's beautiful about Selenium WebDriver is it's a multi-browser testing. Okay, it does multiple browser testing, including improved functionalities for browsers. This is what RC didn't do, and RC was the best until WebDriver came along. You can handle multiple frames, multiple browser windows, pop-ups, and alerts. You can also handle complex page navigation and also advanced user navigation, such as drag and drop, mouse clicks, mouse wheel up and down. It controls the browser directly by communicating directly with the browser. In Selenium RC, the actual code talks to a remote proxy, which then talks to the browser. In Selenium WebDriver, the code talks directly to the browser. So, that being said, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to install FireBug and FirePath. So stay tuned for the next course. Let's get ready.